Hello, Merry Christmas! You might be wondering, why do I have this soft covering on my table? First of all, I think it looks kind of dope, Christmassy, maybe vaguely a little bit snow-like, hopefully, not really though. I wanted to have Kira join me on the table, and this is not slippery, so that would have been a good cover for her, but she's critically averse to elevation of this level. At least she just didn't feel comfortable joining me on the table. I admit it was kind of a weird concept for me, but have you seen Cooking with the Dog? That's what I've been thinking about, kind of. Anyway, today I thought that we'd revisit my video about my resolutions for this year, and to make it more interesting and more bearable for myself, I have a special Coca-Cola. This one is Woody, co-created by master mixologist Alex Lawrence. I already mentioned that these are very expensive Coca-Colas made specifically for mixing drinks. This one has notes of patchouli, balsam copaiba, basil, vetiver, and yuzu. I think the last one also had yuzu, so we'll see whether it's any good. But also, to eat, I have one of my favorite things ever, which is a very fancy pastry. Just look at this. This is, oh, can I elevate it? Can I lift it from the box? How can I do it? The funny thing is, the glue that they use is glycerin, so I would have thought that it's not very sticky, but I was wrong. So I have this. This is a pastry which looks like a Christmas ornament. I don't remember the flavors. There's some lemon inside it or whatever. So I'll get cracking. So in this video, I will eat it, see whether I have succeeded in any of my resolutions, and find some new ones for the next year as well. Welcome.
Intro.
Straight up, I've only had a YouTube channel for a year, and I'm already cringing at the videos that I posted in January. So I empathize with YouTubers who have been making content for a long time, and I wonder how do they cope with their earlier creations. I mostly talk about books on Reddit and just life, I guess, crafts sometimes. I do talk about books here as well, and I intend to keep doing so. I mean, kind of like New Year's resolutions. However, those are things that I've been struggling with for a while, and I just, want to like get ready and get them done, hopefully, at some point this year. Okay, the first demon I've been thinking about is dental work. I have to make a dentist appointment, and that will be the first thing I do tomorrow. So you can keep me accountable. Hold me accountable for that. So straight up, I did not go to the dentist a single time this year. And yeah, and I actually wanted to schedule a visit in December, but my mom, who's my dentist, does not have any time. Then January up to mid-February, I move to northeast Poland. There's no dentist there, so hopefully late February, maybe March. You know what? I'll let you know if I go to the dentist. It will happen someday. So the second demon, or something that I really want to do this year, is I am a rather sickly person, and just to call the doctors, just make more doctor's appointments than I did the year before. Just like make sure everything's fine. Not a single doctor's appointment. I did have some massages, like physiotherapy massages, so I'll count that as a win. But it was not just my procrastination that prevented me from visiting my doctors. I was legitimately scared during this year multiple times because of the pandemic. But still, if I wanted to, I would have, so that's on me. I'll start with the cake. Hopefully I can just cut it nicely. So inside it looks like an egg. And it tastes like lemon tart. Like very fancy lemon tart. I'll just continue my stuff. So the third goal I will be wrestling is a book, Mist of Avalon by Marion Zimmer Bradley. I've been reading this book since, no kidding, at least 2015. This book is like, I don't know, 3,000 pages long or something like that. It's a beast. So I have not done that either, however, but I'm not mad at myself at all this time because I just lost my copy of the book and I don't really want to purchase an audiobook if I had this book in ebook format, in paperback, which has been lost, an audiobook as well. I don't know, like this book is on my TBR on books that I want to read, but I don't care that I didn't do it this year. I've read some great books, and when I'll be doing the book wrap up for December, which will be also a vlog from my mountain trip, I will include the best of the year as well. I have started reading this book back in 2015, but whatever, I've started many books. I already have this book on ebook in English. I also bought it as a physical book in Polish, but I lost it. I don't know where it is, so I think I can justify another purchase. I will get this book on audiobook and we'll switch between the ebook and audiobook, and hopefully, I know it doesn't really work for everyone, but I do enjoy if I have a chance reading a book in paperback format or ebook format and listening to it as well. That helps me get through books way faster than either listening or reading to them. So if you struggle with reading, maybe do that, but it has a downside of having to acquire 2 copies, and I am just against purchasing something twice, except for this book apparently. The fourth thing, I guess, which is also kind of health related, I eat a lot of not very healthy food. I eat a lot of McDonald's. I mean, I eat a ton of healthy food as well, but McDonald's and like Coca-Cola are steady presences in my diet. I cannot just eliminate them because I don't smoke, I don't drink. They are literally one of the only joys in my life, just unhealthy foods. But I can feel if I'm eating too much. Like my body starts responding negatively if I eat as much as I eat now. I don't know, it's regularly, like twice a week. And I just need to limit it. I don't know whether I'll be able to, how much. So this one, I mean, as I said, I didn't eliminate either or junk foods, but I feel I do eat less than I used to. It was really helpful that after making this video, I moved for 2 months in the middle of nowhere where there was no access to fancy candy or appropriately junky junk food. And right now I still do eat it like once a week, I guess. But to be honest, for me, I've noticed winters are the most difficult and I have the biggest need for sugar intake. And I can deal without sugar best in summers and autumn, to be honest, as well. So I think if I weighed the junk food that I ate in 2020 and that I ate in 2021, it would have been better. So, you know what? This goal is accomplished. I've always worked out a lot. The quarantine was actually very conducive to my physical improvement. I am in much better condition than I was when it started. And my goal is just to, I do want to improve. So just keep up or keep a better physical regime. This one I achieved 100% because when I made this video, I did have a steady physical regime and I worked out most days of the week, at least 4 or 5 times a week. But now I work out every day or at least 6 times a week, and I took up running. I ran at least 7, sometimes up to 10 kilometers per day with Kirusha. So yeah, this is fully something that I managed to do. And let me review the cola. This, really good. It actually tastes kind of like regular cola, but better, as if you were drinking an artisanal cola. Really good, really good. For Christmas I got this 30-day yoga challenge, so I'll keep. So yeah, yoga challenge I have here. It's still on position number 4, I think, but I did do some yoga, and as I mentioned, I kept up with the exercise. Keep up with that, stretch more, do more cardio, maybe. Yes. Oh, so yes. If I want to form it as a goal, as a 5th goal, I want to, my 5th demon is any kind of strength exercises for my arms. I will become a buff bro. I won't by the end of this year, or at least buffer, or at least just strong, or at least not have spaghetti noodles for arms. That's the goal. Not have spaghetti noodles for arms. You still do. I'll just next demon that I'm not going to mention because it's secret is a thing that I've been wanting to do, or to something that I've been struggling with for a long time. Never mind, that's still a secret. I have a thing that I've been struggling with for a long time, because achieving this goal is really emotionally loaded. Like, it's a thing that I have a lot of anxiety about, and I still didn't do it. Sorry for being mysterious. And I'm wearing my grandma's jewelry and my grandma's friend's shirt. This is my mom's Norwegian sweater, so keeping up with the theme. My dog. Next goal. Next. I don't know. I won't say demon. It's just that because of the pandemic, I feel that I have not made as much progress with my dog as I want to. My dog is a working border collie, and I want to teach her a ton of stuff, a ton of tricks, but also do a dog therapy course with her. I even have money put away for it, but I couldn't do it before. That's like an outdated technique. I don't think you're allowed to use those brushes anymore, but whatever. Not very trendy of me. So yeah, I have money put away, and by money put away I mean my other grandma gifted me most of the money. So I'm just hoping that this year I'll get to use it, and then we'll get to do this doggo therapy course. So I did make progress with Kira, but she also regressed quite a bit, especially when we spent time in isolation, not quarantine, just away from people. That sets her back in terms of socializing. So I'd say there is some progress. I have relaxed a lot when it comes to my expectations for my dog, especially since it turned out that she's way more attuned to me than other people, and she's not really interested in other people either. I still want to do that doggo therapy course, still have the savings from my grandma. The course, I won't lie, there were moments during the year where the pandemic restrictions were loosened enough that I could have taken the course, but because, as I mentioned, Kira regressed a couple of times, it did not really make sense for me to pursue that course, because she was just stressed sometimes because of people. I mean, I kind of want to frame it in terms of mental health. Border collies are very smart, and mine is quite neurotic in terms of like the big 5 character traits. She's quite high on neuroticism, so anytime, for example, I have a bad mental health time, she does as well, because poor baby is so attuned to me that I can never stress alone. If I'm stressed, she is as well. I can be quiet and meditate, but if I'm stressed, she is too. So I'd say I achieved the goal that I didn't really set out to do, which is to become more chill and accepting towards myself and my dog, and not be disappointed by her. But yeah, I did not make as much progress as I wanted to, because I don't count tricks which she knows more of as progress. Only socialization and working with her temperament so that she's suited for dogotherapy work. I myself finished some dogotherapy courses for myself, so there is progress there as well. I chose my dog specifically for those qualities. It was a litter of border collies dedicated to with the potential to succeed in dogotherapy, so she was not an accident. When it comes to Kira's potential for logotherapy, she does have it, but border collies are quite neurotic as a breed in general. I'm sure it depends on which country you're at, but in Poland they are quite neurotic as a breed. There are dog breeds that are low on neuroticism, for example, golden retrievers or Labrador retrievers, and that would make them more suited for logotherapy in the terms that it requires less work making them work with people. But I was prepared to work with Kira's temperament. The thing is that she is so attuned to me that I'm sure she would have made a great seeing eye dog even, but an aid to a disabled person, or a dog that reacts when the owner has panic attacks. She would be better suited if I needed a therapy dog for myself, like one that wears a vest and serves a purpose. She would have been great at it. But that's not what I want her to do. So now I have to work with what I've got and try to help her become even calmer and hopefully suited for the therapeutic work. And I think that would be it, to be honest. I do have some dog related content on my channel. I don't think I'm going to be making any more unless there's something I'm really passionate about and want to share. But there's a playlist called dog content on my channel. You can go see it. I'll link it up here. For the next year, my resolutions are going to be, I started limiting my meat consumption this year around autumn, like September or something, and it's been going well so far. I eat meat like twice a week right now at most, and I would want to eat meat once per week or twice a month. By the end of the next year, we'll see how that goes. So my first goal is limit meat consumption. Number 2, become more physically fit. Nothing too outrageous, but when now I run between 7 to 10 kilometers, I want to move to 10 or 15, like between 10 and 15, maybe even better. We'll see about that. Stretch more, so 2 fitness goals. 4th would be have more progress with Kira. I'm not going to be saying specifically what my goals are, but I want to be happy with what we've achieved as a team by the end of the year. Number 5 would be finish my master's thesis in time. Number 6 would be read at least one like super thick book, like really chunky book. Any of them would do. And you know what? I think I'll come in at 6 because it's better to have less rather than more resolutions. We'll see how it goes for the next year. As I mentioned, I wanted Kira to join me. That did not really go too well, but I include a clip of her. By the end, she's under the table. It's her little tent. I'm not going to do a call to action because it's pointless, since if you're watching this video, I'm sure you're already a subscriber. So instead, I want to tell you that I wish you personally, like all 50 of you, Merry Christmas or any other celebration that you celebrate. Remember to check out my Reddit channel because I will be streaming on Sunday, I am sure. And I guess that's it. For the next video, I will be doing a December book wrap-up, a vlog, and also a vlog from my mountain trip. I'm going to go with Kirusha, but also my dad, and we're doing name of sports on the screen because I don't know what the name of the thing. You have that to look forward to. I will also be telling you the top 5 movies and top 5 books of the year. So see you later and bye bye. I'm actually off to play the first RPG session in years. So we'll see how that goes. We're playing Cthulhu, that's my favorite system, and yeah, I can't really wait. I hope it's going to be great. Bye bye.